So I want to make a quick video kind of explaining where I'm at in terms of the company, the business, what the timeline's looking like, what the month has been looking like, what the past month is looking like, what the future's looking like, everything in between. So I started this channel because I kind of wanted to document the experience of starting a business at 19 years old. Tomorrow I turn 20, but I'm still 19 today, so I'm going to keep calling myself 19. But, holy shit. Oh my goodness, cheers. I think I've done a pretty shitty job in documenting exactly where I'm at. But I want to tell you everything up front where I'm at. I kind of explained it a couple videos ago, but I've mostly been talking about my life, what I believe in, my philosophy, stuff like that. But now that that's all out of the way, I'll probably continue to talk about that. But for now, I'm posting on my Instagram and whatnot, so if you guys aren't following that, you can follow that. I don't even know, it's linked in the description somewhere, so go look for it. But we have just launched Meta Ads today, and so I have just built a kind of a ads intelligence software using Claude, so I can track literally everything, the cost, how much I'm spending, what ads are getting more traction and clicks and whatever it is, right? And so this kind of intelligence software is able to predict what things are going to look like, and like if this happens, then you do this. If this happens, then you do this. Because I created this because the start of the month, I was talking to my buddy that's working with me, Hunter. We are launching ads. We need to do research. We need to figure out how this is going to work, because I'm at a point where I can reinvest my capital back in advertising, because I'm sick of cold calling, honestly. And it's not even just that. It's like, if you actually want to scale, you have to invest in advertising. You want to make more money, you invest in advertising. You want to be a fucking millionaire, invest in advertising. That's literally all it is. So if you don't know, I'm a 19-year-old business entrepreneur. I am a 3-man agency now. I just hired one of my next door neighbors, actually, who goes to UMass Amherst, who's a software engineer. He's building the websites. I'm teaching him as we go. He's very smart with Claude, very good with AI. He's incredible. The first website he's built was absolutely insane. He's doing all the back-end stuff and the code as well. And eventually he's going to start onboarding. But Hunter does the Google Business Profile. He does the optimizations. He does everything across the board. It's kind of like a one-time thing, but general upkeep is just posting. But it's super important for electricians and contractors and home service companies, HVAC plumbers. And so he focuses on that. And he also does just blog posting for everybody on the Google Business Profile. So now that's out of the way, I dropped out of college, doing this full time. Next month we'll probably be around 55 to 6K in revenue total. Not all that is profit, and I'm reinvesting this month around $1,200 to $1,500 in Meta advertising. And then next month we're gonna look over the month, see what creatives are doing good, capitalize on those creatives, and then put an even bigger budget next month, with probably around $3,000. The thing is, I have no expenses right now. I have a couple bills to pay for my parents, but other than that, I don't need this money. You know what I mean? As long as my MRR continues to go up, I'm gonna reinvest all the money and capital I have now to that, because all I have to pay for is bills and gas. I don't give a shit. I have food upstairs that I pay for. This is what I'm doing. I don't have a house, I don't have rent. This is everything. So you cannot be scared to invest in advertising if you know it works. And if it doesn't work, then you got to figure your shit out, because it's never not worked for anybody. You just have to figure out what isn't working and fix that. So that is my goal right now. With all that being said, we are pretty much an SEO kind of marketing agency, quote unquote. We run a 30-day free trial, and we have around 13 clients, 12 clients right now. It's $500 a month, and then after that, it just depends. If we upscale for so what we do is we do SEO, website design, Google Business Profile, AI search, reviews and autopilot, kind of like the online foundation of organic presence. And then if they want, eventually we can upsell them into doing advertising, which is a lot more money a month. But we're good at it, we know what we're doing, and we can show results to them if they are curious about it. But we're less about lead generation and more about the converting process. So where are these people landing? Are they landing on your 2019 Are they landing on your 2019 Facebook page? If they are, and you don't even know what a Google Business Profile is, then we help you with that. We get, pretty much when the client is landing and finding you, whether it's from referral, whether it's online from our SEO, from, if you're still paying for Angie's List or whatever, which I hope not, then we basically allow them to actually call you. Easy call button called Easy Call to Action. Fill out an estimate form. There's proof of insurance of, your license number, a full gallery of photos, you have a bunch of reviews. So we focus on that process, and while simultaneously getting them ranked higher on Google and making sure they show up in AI search. So it's actually, it grows over time. It's not like a short-term get-rich-quick scheme. If you're looking for leads right away, our service is not for you, or for contractors, I should say. But that is what we do. It's worked very well. All my clients are like, I'm literally like this with, and I love what I do because I know it's scalable, I can make money from it, and I'm actually genuinely providing a valuable service and solving a problem. And I dropped out of university because I didn't like the college I was going to, I didn't like the major I was doing, I didn't like my life, and I did not want to live for other people. I actually want to do what I want to do, and it's not even this business that I'm so passionate about, which I am. I'm passionate about the idea of entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship is literally like the definition of who I am. And if I could explain that a little deeper, it's like, I don't like having a boss. I want to do what I want to do, and I don't want to be limited by a percentage or a money, like a what the fuck is it called, a salary or whatever. And I love working for myself and building something incredible with the stress that is involved with it. And I want to work so hard at something that I love and I created, because that in turn gives me purpose and motivation and passion and discipline. With all that being said, this channel is pretty much to document where I'm at in my company, who I am as a person, what's kind of going on in my life, and the philosophies I believe in. And again, we're at a point in my company where I think I have enough capital to invest in meta ads, because if it does work, then I just spam more money into it. And if that keeps working, I double the budget. And I just keep going up and up. And as long as the revenue and profit is more than what I'm putting in, then there's no point in which I should stop. So for the past month, I've researched, created creatives, learned how to edit, literally set up the entire onboarding funnel process of getting the lead to convert on my calendar, getting notifications through Slack, getting notifications through phone number, then making sure they're getting automation through text message so that they know when the meeting is, as well as just creating the creatives and learning how to edit, which is like a pain in the freaking ass, dude. But I'm pretty much doing most of the work. The two guys that are working for me are doing, a good amount of work, but I am literally pretty much an owner-operator in this, and they're gonna start taking on more work as we go, especially with the, as these leads come in from the meta ads. But this month is a straight testing month. I'm excited for it. I don't really have high expectations because this is the first month in which I'm testing creatives and seeing what works. But I'm willing to waste, quote unquote waste, I'm willing to use $1,200 to $1,500 to see the potential value from the next month. But that is where we're at. That's what I'm excited for. I'm kind of done cold calling. Maybe I'll do some cold calling today because my Claude resets in an hour and a half, but I want to make a quick video to kind of explain where I'm at in this process. I never really talked about money. I never really was open about how I feel. And now that I've actually made the decision to literally fill out the withdrawal papers, I'm all in on this. This is everything I want to do. And the thing I believe in is, if you genuinely believe in what you do and you're fucking good at it and that can become your passion, then you cannot fail. Like, think about it. If you work as hard as you cannot fail. It's just, it doesn't matter what situation you're born in. It doesn't matter, where you live. It doesn't matter who your parents are. You have the ability to make change and make the next decision. So forget every decision that's happened in your past. You have the opportunity to change what is, what your experience and what your life is like tomorrow. So I don't make any fucking excuses. I'm going to make this work, and I'm going to document it all so I can look back and say, hey, look how fucking hard this shit was. Look what I built. Look where I am now. And another thing I believe in is, so many people actually support me, quote unquote. I think so they support me because they're like, oh, look at this. Christian's doing something cool. He just built his own company. But as soon, because they look down on me, right? They're making more money than me. They're like, oh, whatever. And then as soon as I start making more money than them and grow my company, they're going to then start to hate me, is what I believe in. The only generally people that I think want the best for me and want me to make more money than them and actually become an individual far greater than them is my parents. But with all that being said, I'm documenting it all, trying to be super authentic here. I'm talking really fast because I'm excited. But these meta ads, whether they're good or bad, I'm gonna literally tell the camera, because listen, if these don't work out, then I'm gonna figure it out and fucking move forward into the next month, okay? I'm on a timeline where I only had a year left to graduate, and I made the decision to drop out because I genuinely believe the degree I was getting is it's not that it was bad, it's just not what I wanted to do. And to be honest, the school I go to, I didn't really have any friends. I had school friends, but not a single one of those friends that I talk to outside of school. And the reason why you go to university, I think the biggest experience you get out of it is the people you meet. And I didn't have any people that were similar to me. The school I go to is considered a very good school, a very, very good school with disciplined kids. But the reality is, and I hate to break it to you, and this is gonna piss some people off, but everybody in that school is probably far worse in terms of drinking, in terms of, fucking off, in terms of being an asshole than any other college I've ever been to in my entire life. Every weekend, it's the same shit. It's drink, get fucked up, scream and yell, and that's not who I am, dude. I don't like that, and I'm a pretty like isolated kid. I don't have a lot of friends, and the only really like best friend I have is my girlfriend because she supports me and believes in me, and I do generally think she's another person that wants better for me, but I dropped out because I know what I want in life, and when your life changes, your decisions change, and you have to change your life you have to change your decisions while your life changes. For example, if you go for a pre-med degree and you go to college for 8 years of your life, and you finally get a job as a nurse, and you realize, fuck, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. You think I'm just going to continue to do it even though I'm not going to be happy because I put so much time and effort into it those past 8 years. It's like, no, you have the opportunity to change what you want to do tomorrow. And don't wait till tomorrow, just change it today. And just because you put all that work in doesn't mean you can't change your life. Everything that happened for a reason. And I think of it as like all that time and effort I put into that college made me figure out and find out what I don't want to do with my life. And now I'm pursuing something that I do. And without that, I would never found what I want to do, which is this. I'm going all in on this. I'm documenting it all. Follow and like. I have so much more to tell you guys about my story and how I felt, because this is finally, I'm being authentic and bringing it all out, because I felt like I wasn't able to talk about this before. And now that I can, it's kind of released some anxiety, and I can finally truly be authentic. Not that I was lying before, it's just I wasn't telling the full story. So this channel is not only to document it all, but it's mostly for me. So I can look back and say, wow, look what I fucking accomplished in this little room slash that was supposed to be a bathroom that I literally built from the ground up as my office slash studio. And look where I am now. Hopefully a penthouse with a lot of cars and whatnot. But I think the goal is to reach 10K in the next 2 months. And I think that's very possible, especially if these meta ads kick ass. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you follow along for the journey, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and tell me if you want to see like different style videos, life videos, day in the life, fucking what I'm working on, how to use Claude. Like I can literally teach this shit from the ground up. If you want to start an SEO agency or like an agency in general, I will teach you how to do it, and I will teach you better than anyone else you've ever fucking seen online, because I'll tell you right now, I've seen so many YouTube videos on how to start it, and using Go High Level and using this and using that. All you need to use is $120 fucking Claude, and you just code everything you need. You don't need to buy a fucking $300 CRM, Go High Level, a month for a funnel. You can create it using Claude Code. It's so fucking easy. Does it take a little bit? Sure. You have to learn skills for sure, but you didn't start a business because you think it was going to be easy. You started a business because you wanted to actually pursue and make something happen because you hated your life before. The reality is, if you're willing to sacrifice some of your time, your effort, relationships, friends, family to create something great, because that is truly what you believe in, that's truly what you want to pursue, then you're going to be a great entrepreneur. And that's what I've discovered. Everything from now until now, from everything from then when I started until now, I think my whole life has changed. My ideology has changed. I've limited distractions. I've cut off friends, not really talked to any friends anymore. I stopped trying to make people happy. I started to be a more authentic version of myself, and all this is because I found what I want to do. My whole life, I just followed what everyone else wanted to do. I followed the normality or some shit. I don't know. I followed the norm, right? I was like everybody else. I just want to make people laugh. I was always a funny guy in school, but I slowly started to learn, like, I don't like this in life. I only have one life, and I do not want to die with any regrets, so I'm going to do what I want to do, and I don't need a fucking safety net. I don't care about the repercussions, because in reality, I'm willing to work my fucking ass off to get what I want, and that takes sacrifice, and I'm willing to sacrifice relationships, friends, family. I don't give a shit. As long as I want it, like, I want something, and I'm going to get it, and I don't give a fuck what it takes to sacrifice. Are there fucking repercussions to that? Absolutely. Are there exceptions? Yes. But I know what I want, and I'm going to fucking get it. And nobody else has the same mind as an entrepreneur. And I think entrepreneurs are genuinely like some of the most fucking interesting people on this planet, and I want to become one, and I have become one. Not to say that I'm successful, but I'm going to get there. And every step I take is leading me to the path to become a better version of myself, and that is what I love. And I've never worked so hard at anything in my entire life, and I know that people are going to, be angry at this video or say like, school's important, get your college degree. That's great. If you want to fucking do that, you can do that, but that's not what I want to do. And so I live my life the way I want to live it, and you live it the way you want to live it. If I say I work 12 hours a day and you're like, you're unbalanced, well, that's what I want to do with my life. and I have a good relationship with my parents, my girlfriend. I'm happy. Well, why the fuck is it unbalanced? It's because you want to live the normal life. I want to live my life, and my life is not normal because normal people get normal results, and I don't fucking want that. Okay, enough of my rant. Follow the fucking journey. I know I've said that like 30 times, but if you want to watch a 19-year-old turning 20 tomorrow kid build a business from the ground up while documenting it all, you can hit that fucking subscribe button. You can follow me on my socials and watch it all. Peace out.